What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 10 battle for the UPBA. Our win streak is over. We went 7 weeks in a row with the W before losing last week to Q and Chicago Dragapults. And right now, we are playing against the Dutch Dupires today. Now, I'm going to say this. The opponents that we have lost to so far are currently, what is the record? Last week, I don't even know what Q... Actually, no, Q is 7-3. He got a forfeit win in his final week. 7-3 plus 14. He is guaranteed to be either the second or the third seed overall. And I'm pretty sure that's the case, unless one team wins their final week. And then there's Sven and the Stockholm City Kinglers, who is currently, as of recording, 6-3 plus 8. And I'm not going to lie. Our matchups against the top teams, we have not performed the way that we should. We have not done the best. And hopefully we can do better in the playoffs because we are getting to that time. We are guaranteed to finish number 1 or number 2. If we win, we are guaranteed to be number 1. If we lose and Howler loses, then we will be number 1. But if we lose and Howler wins, then he will be number 1 because he'll be the only team that won 8 games in the regular season compared to our 7 if we do end up losing. But guys, I'm not building this team in a way that you guys are normally used to. I am not necessarily just B-teaming this, but I sped built this. This was so fast, my build. I built in like 5 minutes. I think the longest calc that I did was for 2 mons. It took me like 2 minutes to find out the exact spread I wanted. Even then, it was just a spread for like very specific things. And that's really it. My notes are very limited, so I apologize for that as well. But we're going to go over our game plan for this week. And I'll explain why I can't really bring this game plan in a potential playoff rematch. It's a possible bring, depending on how it goes. But it's not necessarily the best strategy that I have, and it's just a strategy that he has to be aware of, and if he's not aware of it, then it could really just make him lose flat out. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Looking at the matchup, my opponent has a Latios plus a Clefable, Conkeldurr on top of that, and then 3 really big threats in the physical defense department, the physical attack department rather, with the Conkeldurr, the Barraskewda, and the Darmanitan. There's defensive walls in Skarmory and Gastrodon. Drapion's a little bit annoying. It does get toxic spikes. Toxicity? Yeah, Toxicity is not terrible here. No, Toxic Croak is not terrible here, but it's not the best. It does have some utility. Rotom Mow is a little bit annoying. And then there's a Cryogonal for, I guess, a Defog. He has quite a bit of Defoggers. He has Conkeldurr, he has Latios, he has Skarmory, Rotom, and Cryogonal, so I don't think Cryo is going to be the best bring. If you want the special wall, then maybe it could work. It's a way to handle the Feeny decently well. And there's Bouffalant. I don't really expect Bouffalant to come, but if it does, I mean, it's slow. Everything on my team outspeeds it, and we just do a lot of damage. I think the only thing that actually doesn't outspeed it naturally is going to be our Steelix. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Starting off with our very first mon, it is going to be our Cinderace here. Cinderace is back. We are a choice band set this week. Look at my opponent's team. Tell me how many resists he has to fire. Well, he has a few. He has the Darmanitan, he has the Barraskewda, which, again, they're not really resists. They're just going to die to Pyro Ball, or not die, but at least it'll be close. But the real ones are Latios, which we have U-Turn and Sucker Punch for, and then Gastrodon. That is the big one. Rocky Helmet Gastrodon, or a Leftovers Gastrodon, or a Rindo Gastrodon, or whatever, defensive Gastrodon is coming here. It is his answer, his only answer to a Choice Band Cinderace, and if he is not running an answer for Choice Band Cinderace, then this set just destroys things. And I really think that we can do that in this matchup. Cinderace was amazing in the mock that I had. Shout out to Didi for the help with that, and I feel like we have a way to really improve our matchup if we hit Pyro Balls, we land the Sucker Punch predictions, and we U-turn out on the right things. Every time the Clefable comes in, the Skarmory comes in, the Rotom comes in, even the Darmanitan, if I find it's not Scarf, the Cryogonal comes in, I have a way to fire off a free Pyro Ball and just nuke something. Pyro Ball is incredibly strong, 120 base power, and as long as we hit, we're golden. It's going to be a fantastic matchup here for Cinderace. Core Change is there in case of spikes on Skarmory. I don't know, I just couldn't figure out last move. I just felt Core Change was like a decent option. Our speed on the set is there for the Latios. We outspeed everything outside of Scarfers and the Barraskewda. Our next mon is going to be Aquaria, our check to the Barraskewda, but also kind of to the Darmanitan. I wish this thing got recycled so badly. It'd be so nice if it did, but unfortunately, it does not. We rank Taunt, Moonblast, Surf, and Protect. Taunt's actually really good here. It's not the worst move to have. It's solid overall. Helps me stop setup Clef, helps me stop Skarmory, but at the same time, it allows me to stop the setup Latios, which could be very annoying, and stop the Gastrodon from recovering. Moonblast for obvious damage. His only resists to Moonblast are going to be the Darm and the Skarmory, and the Drape. No, not even Drapion, just Darm and Skarmory, and we can Surf those two and do a good chunk of damage, and Protect is there to get us back some recovery. It also helps out so we're not 4 kill rather, by Darmanitan, Scarf, Flare Blitz, which is nice, and it also helps out a bit with a Barraskewda, but Flare Blitz does more damage than Barraskewda's Choice Banded Liquidation anyways. Our investment allows us to take Life Orb and Barraskewda's liquidation into Poison Jab after leftovers and rocks, which is kind of nice, and we have Protect anyways. But I'll be honest, I'm probably just going to click Moonblast and get my KO on it. That's really the best thing I can do, I find, in that matchup against the Barraskewda, because it is super threatening. The rest I just shoved into my special defense with a Calm Nature. Fun story, I actually almost forgot my Nature in this week. I gen the team in, and shout out to Didi because Didi said, hey, what's your Nature on Feeny? And I just didn't have one. So it's a good thing that we caught that, so shout out to Didi for that. Our next mon is going to be something that I need to handle the faster Pokemon that might be coming and just annoy them in general. And he only has one electric immunity, and that's the Gastrodon, so we're going with a Choice Scarf Thundurus. Gastrodon is going to be really pressured this game, because if it's not going to be pressured, then it's going to be gone. And if it's not going to be pressured by taking hits from multiple things, then we're going to KO a lot of other mons on his team. We have U-Turn in case he does go into the Gastrodon, and like unexpecting a Volt Switch or something. Grass Knot, same deal. We have the Flash Cannon, which is there for the Clefable. It also helps out a little bit with something like the Cryogonal. But other than that, we're mainly clicking Thunderbolt against everything outside of course, the Latios. Latios is a little bit annoying, but if it's on a setup set, I feel fine against it. If it is a setup set, I think we have answers to it, so we'll see how we can do it, but I feel decent about that. Our speed is there for a modest Latios, but also there for a Darmanitan or a Drapion. Just really the best options we have in terms of speed stat. I believe the Latios reaches 162, we reach 163, and base 95s reach 161, so it allows us to outspeed that, which is very good. Our next mon is going to be our Ouroboros here, Zygarde. Choice Band, 1000 Arrows, Outrage, E-Speed, and Iron Tail. If this was like a normal matchup, I probably wouldn't be running Bandit here. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but it's not great. Like, I'm running a lot of physical offense this week, and Zygarde is just one of those things. With Bandit, Zygarde, 1000 Arrows, look at my opponent's answers to that. He has no resist to arrows. His grass type is a Rotom, which is taking, well, super effective damage after the, it'll be taking neutral damage rather, after the first arrows, and we do outspeed it unless it's Scarfed. On top of that, because of the band, we can just nuke things with extreme speed, and if he does go into Clefable against me, if it's like a matchup where it's Clefable against Zygarde, and I really need to get the KO on it, Iron Tail. Bandit Iron Tail is going to do an absolute monstrous amount of damage to a Clefable, and I'm hoping that we can get the KO on it. Basically, we can take pretty much any hit from anything. We can weaken the Gastrodon, which is huge. The one thing we have to be aware of is going for Bandit Outrage when our Misty Terrain is up. If it's Misty Terrain up against a Latios, against a Rotom, then it's fine because they're not on the ground, which means that they won't be affected by the terrain weakening Dragon moves. But against everything else, it weakens Dragon moves. So we gotta be very careful. We're basically gonna be clicking Arrows, Extreme Speed, and Iron Tail, I think mostly. I don't really see a world where we click Outrage because the Clefable and the Skarmory could be around, and there's a chance for Misty Terrain. So we gotta be very careful, and I do not want to lose my Zygarde because it's a very good mon in the late game. But yeah, that's going to be our Zygarde here. Max speed to speed tie, the Darmanitan, and the Drapion. Our next mon is going to be Eevee Oddly, the Frostlass with Focus Sash. No attacking moves. Taunt, Spikes, Will-O-Wisp, and Destiny Bond. Not the best set in the world. It honestly is a really bad set, I'm not going to lie. I don't like the fact that we're running that, and I also kept Snowcloak on, but whatever, it's not a big deal. We have Taunt here to stop Clefable setting up, to stop Spikes and Rocks from Skarmory, to stop Latios from setting up on us, to stop Gastrodon from recovering. Spikes is obvious, we want to spike his team down. He has a few immunities in the Latios, the Clefable of its Magic Guard, the Skarmory, and the Rotom, and I guess the Cryogonal as well. But getting up the Spike is very nice to chip down something like the Gastrodon, which is kind of the goal of this week. Will-O-Wisp is there as a way to burn something like the Barraskewda, like the Skarmory, just get extra chip on it. If we burn the Skarmory, then it weakens it and it will make sure it's never in sturdy range ever, which is awesome. It also helps us out with the Drapion. Burning that thing could be kind of nice. It helps us out too if the Conkeldur's not Guts. If it's like, I don't know, Iron Fist, then that's cool, but I feel like it's going to be Guts. We just got to be careful around that. But if it is going to be Guts, I think it's going to be Flame Orb or Assault Vest. So again, we'll see what happens. And we do have the Destiny Bond in case of random shenanigans with a Darmanitan or a Conkeldurr or whatever. If I find out that he's, let's say, not Scarf Darm and he goes for Fire Punch on me or Flare Blitz and he brings me down to Sash, I can then go for Destiny Bond freely, get my KO on the Darmanitan. That frees up a lot of our team going forward, especially because it won't be Scarfed. That's the same deal with the Barraskewda, just in case we can get that. Let's say it's trapped in or something, it has to go for an attack, and then it goes for a flip turn on me as I Destiny Bonded the previous turn. We could be in a good spot there. So yeah, that's going to be our Frostlass. Moving on to our next mod, it's going to be David Guetta, the Steelix. Steelix is really cool here. We're going offensive Steelix. Yeah, we're going Life Orb Sheer Force with Iron Head, Gyro Ball, Thunder Fang, and Explosion here. Not a great set, but it does accomplish our game plan, which is to weaken the Gastrodon and I guess to a lesser extent weaken the Clefable and the Latios really well, which is amazing. If the Conkeldurr is burnt and gets guts, then close combat will kill me. But if it's not, it can't kill me otherwise, and that's really good because we want to get rid of Conk as well, because a lot of our team doesn't appreciate the priority that it has or the power it has behind its attacks. Like, I don't want CInderace taking Mach Punches. I don't want my Zygarde taking ice, but that's not the word, ice punches, that's the one, or knockoffs. I don't want anything really taking damage from the Conkeldurr, so I might have to use it to break that, but I really want to use it to just boom on the Gastrodon. If Gastrodon is there, I think we do like 70% to max defense Gastrodon with Explosion, which is amazing. So we can do a lot of damage to it really fast. Iron Head will only do about 20% to Gastrodon, but if we have a Spike, we're golden. As long as he doesn't just click Recover on me, we're fine. So that's really the best way we can go about it. I want to figure out a way that we can handle the Gastrodon, and even if we just weaken it down to like 50%, it makes it a lot harder for him to switch in on things, and at that point we can probably 2 a KO with CInderace, especially if we are in Blaze. So fingers crossed on that. Our investment also allows us to take a Darmanitan's Scarf Flare Blitz from full, which is awesome, or a Adamant Barraskewda's Banded Liquidation. And like I said, the boom is there for the Conkeldurr and the Gastrodon. That's really it. I'm hoping that this set can work. It's not the best set in the world, but it is a set that can put in the finest if we get put into that position. So fingers crossed that we do. Really hoping for a lot of success this week with this set. And it's a good because it's not the best team in the world, and we can always just play around with it if there is a rematch in the playoffs. But guys, that's going to do it for me. Let's do it. We're going to figure out a secret word of the day. We're going to go ahead and call it eggs, okay? Had eggs for breakfast this morning, and we're still decently early in the day, so we'll say eggs. But guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and let's go ahead and jump into the battle. All right, everyone, we are back, and looking at the team he ends up bringing, I am kind of surprised to see the Barraskewda with no Darmanitan, but hey, it is what it is. I definitely feel like my lead of Frostlass is still really good here. He did bring the 1 ground immunity, or electric immunity rather, but the rest of his team is doesn't appreciate Thundy at all, which is nice. And I think Steelix is also going to be really good, because there's no Conk and there's no Darm. So offensive Steelix for the win. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm looking at lead off with EV Oddly here. We're going to just attack things as much as we can. And yeah, that's really it. Because if I see the Barraskewda lead, I'm clicking Flip Turn in case he goes for like a Crunch or something, or a Liquidation. Not Flip Turn, a Will-O-Wisp rather. But if he goes for a Flip Turn, then fine, I burn something, and that's nice. If he goes into Skarmory, I can click Taunt. If he goes into Clef, I can Taunt. If he goes Latios, I can Taunt. I don't think he will go Latios, but yeah, there are options. As a reminder, guys, this is not my A team. This is definitely a B team. I built the team in like 5-10 minutes. I want to give a huge thank you to Didi as well for the mock that we had, and for recognizing that I at first did not have a nature on my Feeny. So thankfully we managed to figure that out, so shout out to him. But we're playing as the Dutch Dewpires today. Flaky is the lead, and that's the lead of the Cryogonal, which is not bad. I don't mind that. I do have, there's nothing, this doesn't get like a sash or anything. Well, I think going for a, wow, when I gen my team I must have hit another button. I don't have the 4th move now. No Destiny Bond. No D-Bond. Wow. Let's fire off a Spike. Wow, we're gonna speed this. Unless it's Scarfed. That is... I fucked up. I fucked up, and there's no 4th move now. Super. So he just switches out. Interesting. Gagana. Okay, this thing. That's fine. I think I want to Taunt, and then go for a Will-O-Wisp. I don't want to deal with him going for Defogs. Don't want rocks to go up against me either. So no more defogging for you, my good sir. Raybird. Okay, that's fine. 177 down to 93. Did under half to me, which is nice. I can now Will-O-Wisp and get up a 2nd Spike. Wishing I had access to Destiny Bond now, that's for sure. We do connect on the Will-O-Wisp, which is awesome. We're going to see a Braybird here again. And yeah, like I said, I'm really wishing I had access to that, but I don't. It's okay. So, question now is, I think I go Steelix. I go Heart Steelix here. And we'll see what he does. I can Thunder Fang this. I can Gyro Ball everything else, or Iron Head everything else basically, because I'm expecting the Gastrodon, and then I can just boom. So we'll see if he switches out here. There's Brave Birds again, which is fine. I believe the taunt is going to wear off. Ow. That's the third turn, I think. Yes, the third turn. That's fine. I go for my Thunder Fang here. If he defogs, he defogs. If he roosts, he roosts. We Thunder Fang regardless. He'll do a good chunk of damage to him. He'll do a really good chunk of damage to him as he defogs. So we should be able to get rid of the Skarmory right here. I think it's going to be Rocky Helmet, by the way. So the spike is gone, but I'm not mad at that. That's fine with me. And we do connect. We Thunder Fang it. And it survives. Wow. Okay. I definitely thought we'd be doing a bit more than that. But I'm expecting a Roost here, if anything. Go back into Eevee oddly. Click my taunt. Is that what I want to do? If I go Aquaria, I can still taunt it. I can still weaken it. Ah. Because we don't have anything to really hit this thing for good damage. I thought Thunder Fang would do a lot more. It's like fully physically defensive, that thing. I think what I want to do though is go Hard Cinderace. I'm expecting him to go for a Roost here. Yeah, so he's going to stay in because we're slower, so we definitely get the momentum here, as I imagine a Roost is coming off. Yeah, there's the Roost, which is fine. And the question now is, does he go hard into the Gastrodon? And I kind of think he does, to be honest, so I will go for the U-turn here. If he makes the play and stays in, he makes the play and stays in, so be it, but there we go, he switches out. We kind of expected that. Is he Rocky Helmet Gastro as well? That is the question. Rocky Helmet Gastro? Oh, that is not defensive. Beauty. Okay, hold up. We did that much damage. How much are we doing with arrows? Cinderace against Gastrodon, specially defensive. Yeah, that is Spedef for sure. And then if we go into Zygarde, arrows will definitely get the job done. He did bring a Fairy type. I mean, it's not guaranteed to get the job done, and I think Ice Beam KOs me. It doesn't KO me. So I think that's what I want to do, right? That's what I want to do. We'll go into Zygarde here. And if he Ice Beams, he Ice Beams, so be it. And it's not leftovers either. This is like 60%. My arrows to no special, no defense, does 59 to 70. To no defense, Gastrodon does 59 to 70. I have a feeling this is going to get the KO. Bandit arrows, come out, baby. There we go. The Gastrodon is gone. The answers to the Cinderace are no more. And that's a huge swing for us. Beautiful. Really solid start so far. If he goes Cryo, I go hard into Cinderace. I mean, it does get Water Pulse, but let me take a look at Cryo, Gonal. Let's see, max special attack, Water Pulse. Let's see, Water Pulse against Cinderace does not to a KO. Let's just make sure it actually does get the Water Pulse here. Cryo Gonal. Water Pulse is a thing. We can hard swap. Oop, I almost pressed the wrong button. We can go hard swap into Cinderace, which is what I'm going to do here. We're going to go double band here, the Band Brothers. Hope Cinderace is a boy on this team. Yeah, it is. There we go. Band Brothers. Ancient Power. Okay, forgot about that, but it's not as strong as Water Pulse. That is Specs, or is that the crit? Life Orb. That's fine. Is 59%, 59 HP, is that Blaze? No, it's not. which is fine. Okay. U-turn does a shit ton of damage to this. And I think I kind of do just want to go for the U-turn here. So I'm going to go for it. Reason being is I'll get good chip, and I'll get momentum now, as I imagine he goes into Latios here. Treble. That's the clef. Okay. Fine. Is that helmet? It is not helmet. I have Zygarde with Iron Tail. I have David Guetta, which I think is the play here. And I'm regretting not having Earthquake now. I'm regretting not having Earthquake. But hey, it is what it is. Do I want to boom here? Because then I get momentum as he goes into Skarmory. Is that what I want to do? Is that what I want to do? Because he goes Skarmory. Or he teleports or something. But because I can't beat Skarmory 1v1. I'd have to go hard into... Well, he lost his electric immunity, so I'm okay going for Thunderfang, because if he goes into Skarmory, I can go into Killua and then Thunderbolt it. He's going to switch out. You know the switch out was coming. Yagana, that is the Skarmory. It's in 2 KO range here. As we connect again. Really thought it would do more, but unfortunately not. Okay, let's take a look at Skarm. Physically defensive, level 50 against Steelix. Yikes, does not do enough. Explosion does a quarter, that's not enough either. I think it's a swap. We can go into Aquaria here. And we can Moonblast. I go Killua though. I go Killua. I just wish I had like any 4th move. I wish I had my Destiny Bond, or I wish I had my Hex, or whatever, on my stupid ass... on my stupid ass Pokemon. That sucked. No Volt Switch hurts. That really hurts, but we just go for our Thunderbolt here. We have a Feeny that has enough HP. Our Thundurus is Scarf, so we outspeed the Latios as well. We go for our T-Bolt here. He needs to keep this thing healthy and out of range of Steelix's Thunderfang. And how much I wish I had access to Earthquake. He stays in! So we get the KO on this. Awesome. So down it goes. Beautiful. Maybe the play there was to go into Cinderace, but I didn't want to risk taking a Brave Bird. And he doesn't know if I'm Scarfed or not yet. He doesn't know that. So let me take a look at Clef. I want to see how +1 Clef takes Steelix's on. Eon. Okay, so it's Latios. We switch out here. We go hard into Aquaria. If it's Scarf, it outspeeds me. If it's Dragon Dance, it's Dragon Dance. We'll take a look, see what it is. I mean, I think the way it beats me is if it has, at this point in the game, is if it has, like, every single set under the sun, which it can't be, obviously. Like, if it's Scarf, it outspeeds. If it's Dragon Dance, great, but then it's not getting a special boost. If it's physical, then Felix is there, obviously. There are things. So this covers me in case of a Dragon attack. I don't really have a Psychic switch in on my team outside of Steelix right now. So he can go for a free Psychic. He goes for Agility. That's fine. I kind of want to taunt this. So I'm going to do that. I have my Sash here, which is nice. Not my Sash, my Sucker Punch. But this thing can definitely just sweep me here with Agility. For some reason, everyone just tries to bring Agility Latios. That's not good. Okay, so he goes for Calm Mind. So it makes me think he's not Weakness Policy, by the way. We'll taunt this. And fire from Moonblast. So if he's a Psychic move, then that sucks. But like if he's a Psychic and Dragon move, then he can't touch Steelix really well. He's Stored Power. Okay. So we chew it, which is cool. Moonblast shouldn't do a ton. It won't do much. That's quite a bit more than I expected, actually. And the special attack drop comes in clutch there. 30% chance, and it's leftovers, right? Fuck its weakness policy. Oh, boy. That is fine. So it's at... Okay, let's do the math. So it's Latios at +2. It's at +3 special attack and +2 attack, and it's got... Store power. The store power just KOs me outright. Against Steelix, just OHKOs outright. Zygarde will die as well. Everything's gonna die, right? Everything dies. So my hope is to go into CInderace, sack it off. So I think what I want to do here is sack off Eevee Oddly. Because I don't need it anymore. It does nothing for me. Spike is nice, but 2 of his mons are immune. 3 of his mons are immune, actually, if Clef's Magic Guard. The store power comes out. And now we go hard CInderace. I think he has one more turn left of Taunt, which he does. It would have worn off. So we go hard into CInderace, and we have the Sucker Punch. We go for it. And if he switches out, then fine. Then that way he loses his +2 boost, his +3 boost really in special attack. No, it's +2 boost, that's what it is. Is it +2? Yeah, it's +2, because he was at neutral after the Moonblast. Right now he's playing. Does he have the Moonblast? Does he have the U-turn? Does he have the Sucker Punch? What's he going to go for? It's a 50-50 here for him. For me, it's not. I Sucker Punch 100% of the time. And if he switches out, he switches out. He stays in, Sucker Punch comes out, CInderace coming in clutch, Bandit CInderace, way to go. Beautiful, we get rid of the threat, which is nice. The fact that Clef won't be able to outspeed me either is huge. That's very good. Take a look. Clefable. Level 50. Let's take a +1 Flamethrower against Steelix. 76 to 90%. Barraskewda's coming in. So let's take a look. Barraskewda, Choice Band, level 50. Against CInderace. Sucker to 60 to 71. It's not enough. Let's switch out. How does Data get if you get it? Steelix. We don't. Thundurus is nice to have. I think Aquaria has its usefulness run out, but having Taunt is super nice for the Clef. But I think I have to go to Aquaria here. And if you flip turns out into the Cryogonal, that's fine. If you flip turns to Cryogonal, that's okay. We're going to see the damage here. I expect a flip turn, to be honest. Yep, completely fair. So let's take a look at the damage. Flip turn, 97 down to 65. Not Life Orb. That makes sense for Adamant Band. Or Jolly Band, at least. Then it comes Cryo. I think I just let it go. Because right now, I can chip the... If I can chip the Barraskewda and the Cryogonal into range of Bandit E-Speed, I have a shot. We're going to Moonblast here. I think he's boots on the Cryo, to be honest. Freeze Dry, that'll get the KO on us, it's Life Orb. Which is fine, again, whatever. Get your chip. And here I can go hard into Cinderace. And at this point in time is when I click Pyro Ball. I think I have to do that. You click the Pyro Ball. You 2-KO everything. Which is out. In comes Clef. Clef should be a 2 kill from this range. This is a Bandit Pyro Ball. Blah. Wow. Oh my god, that's damage there. This is great. Because once Clef is gone, we should be able to beat the Cryo with our remaining Mons. Because Clef is our only thing that's like... We just gotta keep everything in range of the E-Speed, the Bandit E-Speed from Zygarde. We do connect again, so down goes the Clef. Minimizing the damage from that is beautiful. And then he probably goes Barraskewda here. Which, if he goes Barraskewda, I think I have to go... How much did I say Barraskewda did to Steelix? Liquidation does 150. How much does Cryogonal? What did he go into? Barraskewda makes sense. Kinda had to. Cryogonal's Life Orb. Freeze Dry. How much does that do to Steelix? Not enough either. Jeez. So I think going into Killua is the play. Yeah, that's the play. I think Liquidation, Liquidation. So be it. But all I gotta do is put this in range of E-Speed. Flip turns again, we should take this hit. 159 down to 44, that's 115. I'm just going to make sure again. Barraskewda, Choice Band, that did 115, I think it was. That did a bit more than, or 105, I think it did. I have to take a look at the numbers again. I think it did 115. 159 not to 10, not to 44. Yeah, so that's 115 points of health is Adamant Band, possibly, and it could also be Jolly Band, I believe. It can be Jolly Band, yes. So here I go for the Flash Cannon against this, I believe. Is that what I do? Yeah, it is, for sure. I have to go for the Flash Cannon. We're going to get 3-0 win, I think it is. 3-0 or 2-0, one of the two, but still. Just weaken that more. Ancient Power, fine. Does he get the boost? He gets the boost! No, that means I can't go into Cinderace. It means I have to go into Zygarde. That's okay though, we have 2 banded Zygarde outrage, exchange speeds. So we're fine. We're golden here. Alright, and thankfully, we're packing the E-Speed here. Go right for it. Because I know he's banded, the only way he can kill me with the Barraskewda is with Ice Fang, I believe. Liquidation doesn't KO. Ice Fang definitely does. But E-Speed is 62 to 74. The 2 E-Speeds is enough. Alrighty. Because even if he doesn't KO me, I just go for a Sucker Punch with Cinderace. Because we know he's banded. Unless somehow maybe he's like Mystic Water. Let me take a look at that. Mystic Water doing 115 to Thunderous. No, he's definitely banned. 100%. 100%. E-Speed comes out. Ice Fang. So he's gonna get the 2-0. So Zygarde goes down, but in comes Cinderace. And we got a free Sucker Punch here for game. Sucker Punch comes out, and there we go, we got it. We finish with the best record in the entire league. 8 wins, 2 losses, I believe a plus 24 differential. I will definitely take it. We are primed for the playoffs. We're doing really good. I'm happy about the way this has ended. Yeah, we're 8-2 plus 24, #1 overall seed. and the only team as of right now with 8 wins. We'll see if a couple teams have chances to get to 8 wins, but currently we're the only team with 8 wins, and we just destroyed differential, plus 24, at least 10 higher than everyone else. Wow. Guys, huge thank you to you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, of course, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like 35% of the people who watch the videos are not subscribed, so make sure to subscribe if you have not. Huge thank you to our YouTube channel members. As always, we have 8 of them, so shout out to our level 1s, Liv, Hayes, Eric, and Zeke, our level 2s, Terrence and Bread Pudding, and our level 3s, Volt and Sully. Thank you to all 8 of them for helping out the channel financially. It does mean a lot. If you guys want access to exclusive content, you can join them by clicking the join button. Damn, we'll take it. Next week is going to be, I believe, a bye week, so there probably won't be an upload on Friday, but if there is, then you'll know there was not a bye week. But yeah, well, thanks for watching, guys, again. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.